For kids, it's always up. Get up, look up, shut up! Mom, I'll clean up. Just let me stay up. But then for adults, it's exactly the opposite. It's always down. Get down from there. Put that down. You're grounded. Until now, I kept on seeing everything as up. When I grow up, I want to be Spider-Man. That was me 8 days ago. But now I've been starting to see a few things as down. I know, that's a pretty smart remark coming from someone who's 4 feet 10 inches. But I've been talking to my little brother like my parents. And sometimes I would think about what I just said and I'd think, oh my gosh, I've been turning into my mom. And that's what I'm here to talk about. How kids lose innocence at such an early childhood stage and are fast forwarded to adulthood. According to Mary Wynn, in her book, Children Without Childhood, she says, today, in their everyday demeanor, the language they use, the things they know, and above all, the relationships with the adult world, children have changed. This was confirmed in numerous interviews with 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th graders. Now let's analyze the problem at hand, and then we'll look down at some of the causes, and finally we'll look up to some solutions. Now that I've started middle school, the most annoying phrase I've been hearing is, "This is middle school." I swear, if I got paid a nickel each time someone said that, I would be riding a Ferrari. I just want to share the one story that truly opened my eyes. It was one of the first few days of middle school, and I was sitting there waiting for one of my friends, and I just knew I needed to do something to pass the time. So I did the one thing that my friends told me would not make me famous, singing hello to everyone who passed by. And let me tell you something, no one paid any attention to me, except one person, my arch nemesis, 6 feet tall, with big, long arms, seems to weigh 800 tons. He just comes to me and stares, and boy, was it creepy. He then says an unexpected word. After he stops, I look at him and I say, "You cursed!" And then he looks at me like I'm the dumbest person in the world. And he says the annoying phrase, "This is middle school." I come up with the wittiest comeback I have ever thought of. Yes. That's it. That's all I say. In that moment, I realized something. That now everyone in this world is as nice as Dora the Explorer. But I keep on coming back to the same question. Why do children lose their innocence? A toxic combination of media, less parental supervision, and stressful schedules means children don't want to be seen as children. The National Television Violence Study found that 60% of programs across 26 channels contains some physical aggression, and children's programming was more violent than all other program types. What happens to a child who is exposed to violent entertainment? Psychologist Rowell Huseman says, children who are exposed to media violence develop a set of aggressive scripts that are early prompted and serve as a guide in responding to social situations. Let's talk about the next cause at hand. In recent years, there's an increase in the number of children who goes into an empty house after school. These kids are called latchkey kids. According to Child's Trends, a nonprofit organization based in Washington, D.C., 3.3 million children in the United States have to stay alone at home with a sibling aged 12 or younger on a regular basis, typically after school while the parents are still at work. Along with all of this, children are overscheduled, forced to multitask, and be efficient in the use of time irrespective of their age. How can a preschooler whose main thought is to watch Power Rangers or Cinderella ever be forced to be efficient in the use of time? Where's the consequence in that? Well, they'll never have time to learn how to read the time. Why should all these causes be a concern for us? According to CBS News, if the main problems in the 1960s were chewing gum, making noises in the halls, cutting in line, and dress code violations, then today it's bullying, robbery, assault, and suicide. This is where I stop. This is where I drop all the gimmicks and fancy articles. You want a solution to the problem? Very simple. First of all, be nature-oriented. Oh my gosh, last time I checked, this was the 21st century. What's this century have to do with any nature? And I know some of you may be thinking this, but let's just keep it simple. Animals. We're all mammals, and some of the child mammals, such as bears, are busy with play. Children have to be given enough time to play and have fun, along with their busy school schedules, so that they can imagine, discover new things, and learn life lessons. Now let's change gears and move on to my second approach to the problem. Build a good communication path with parents and support each other. Set aside some family time so that children can communicate their feelings and worries, failures and success in their day-to-day life. If a child maintains this channel open, there's a less chance for his or her childhood innocence being stolen away. Remember, when we are kids, we are just like a house under construction. The better the foundation, the better it could withstand a storm.